Would you really want a man with kids?
Linda, here's the deal, and I say this respectfully so. You're describing a person who you are. You are a person with 2 kids, so you wouldn't date yourself.
I mean, I would date a man with, but I would prefer a man with no kids. Like, I would prefer a man with no kids who would accept mine.
Just like we saw a generation or two of young ladies say, my body, my choice, it's good to see generations of young men say, my wallet, my choice, or that they're financially celibate, because it's their right, correct? Modern dating has ripped up all of the rules, but they're still expecting guys to play by the old rules, and it's just a game that's not really fair for men.
Just gonna crack my wallet and leave.
It was one night. It's not that deep.
It's not true when you know it. I don't just open my wallet for anyone. Now you treating me like I don't even exist?
You making it more than what it is.
Do you even remember my name? Wow.
Although this is a skit, it illustrates the opposite of what we've heard from many young ladies for the past couple decades. Young ladies have said, my body, my choice, I do what I want, and now men are saying, well, why don't we just flip it and say it's my wallet, my choice? And they're here making fun of the fact that she cracked his wallet and can't remember his name, but there's a very small group of guys that have been able to get away with that, and most of the guys that are in their dating pool have to pay up front and not have very good results. All of that said, however, it does show the diminishing returns on modern dating. Young ladies are expecting more and more, and quite frankly, they're not offering what young ladies used to offer in the past.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. I'm sorry. Pull over. I'm sorry. That was really bad. I'm sorry. That was really bad. I'm sorry. That was really bad. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. What are you doing? Are you calling the cops on me?
And so, Passport Bros.
Don't you know why men frequent Bangkok?
It's the food capital of Southeast Asia, Kat. And you know I'm a huge foodie. You would think all Asian food is the same, right? It's not.
And how much money should a man make per month in order to date you? What's good that you feel like you can be provided for?
3,000 US dollar.
So if a man makes $3,000 US per month, then
yeah,
you feel
I feel safe. Testing work is my passion. But, it's not my purpose to find someone to provide.
In fact, you can get any food you want, anywhere, at any time. Even at 3 a.m. in the morning, you can find whatever food you're looking for. In the variety of food, whatever flavor you want, they got it.
Maybe 100,000.
So if someone make 100,000 baht per month, you would say, wow, very rich.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And not your boyfriend, but in general, what do you think a man should make in order to date in Thailand? How much should a man make so that women feel comfortable with him in Thailand? What's a normal amount?
Amount in a month?
Yeah.
50,000 baht. Okay. Yeah.
And you think you can live a good life in Thailand with 50,000 baht?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
There is something for everyone. Look at me. I mean, everyone.
Top 3 Asian cuisines, because mine's Chinese, Vietnamese, and Japanese.
What about food?
I don't know what it is about girls in Colombia, but they love old men. Men here, they pull. Like men here, they pull more women than I've ever pulled in my life. Like the most young, beautiful women. I don't know what it is about girls in this country. They just love daddies. Like now I understand why they call you papacito. Because they want a papacito. Generally want like an older papacito. And if they don't get it, you're not getting called papacito. I've never been called papacito in all my life. Never. They don't give me that dialogue. You know what I'm saying? But damn, bro, y'all gotta come to Colombia. You can get whatever you want here. You just need to have money, good looks, a higher age, maybe speak English, American passport. I don't know. You just need to get here. Once you're here, you can have whatever you want.
At this point, the results speak for themselves. There's more than enough evidence for young guys who are having difficulty dating back home in the States to consider dating maybe in Asia or dating in South America, because if you have an American passport like you heard here and you have a little bit of something going on for yourself, you can get by the young ladies that have 2 children but want someone to take care of their children, but they don't want you to have any, or the young lady who cheated on you and then tries to wreck your car because she feels entitled to the fact that you shouldn't be able to break up with her because she went and was with someone else behind your back. If you don't want to put up with that dating scene, there are options. It's clear now. Even with all of that said, you still have I can't for the life of me understand how people that come from the party that championed Ronald Reagan saying the worst words you can hear in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. They cheer on smaller government and they say that the free market should rule the day. And then they would turn around and say that men exercising their free will in the free market of dating are somehow not adequate men, especially in the environment of the young ladies that you saw earlier in this video. If guys want to exercise their free will, their free rights, I thought that people on that side of the party would champion that. But one thing we always know about haters.
You achieve the success that you want, it seems like that's when the player hating starts. You know, that's when everybody's like, well, it's not all that, he's not all that.
This is a young Biggie Smalls explaining very diplomatically how he deals with haters after showing a measure of success.
Why do you think people, our human nature is like that? That's another thing you said in the video. You said, and you said even you were like that. You know, you see other brothers driving by in the Benz and stuff, and automatically you're like, man, forget him. That's what I want. And you kind of talk bad about him, and you said, now I'm that man in the shoes. Now I'm the man driving in the Benz, and I know that people are going to be saying all that about me. Why do you think people are like that?
I don't know. I guess they just want it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you're stagnated and you can't really move to another level, that's the only thing you can do is just complain or be jealous. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get it myself. You know what I'm saying? I was in a situation where I would see somebody with certain things that I want, and I would just make moves to get it myself. You know?
Right.
I would never try to take somebody else's, because it wouldn't really be mine if I took it from somebody else.
It really wouldn't be mine if I took it from somebody else. This is a very young Christopher Wallace coming to this realization and speaking very intelligently about it on a radio station. He's essentially saying that if you want something in life, and in America, we always focus on money, but it could be happiness. It could be joy. It could be finding those experiences that you want. It could be finding the woman that you want. It doesn't just have to be money, but if other people are doing that and you're in a space where you're happy, why would you crap on those people? Why would you have anything negative to say about people on their journey to find what they're looking for in life if they're following the rules and they're following the law? The only people that really care about other people doing that are people that are, like Christopher Wallace said, that are stagnant. And stagnant doesn't, again, have to be money, because some people that are critical of Passport Bros are doing quite well financially. So why are they worried about what men that are not making as much money as them, more specifically black men, are doing? Why do they care? You're living your best life. You're making all this money. You're the big dog. You got all this stuff going on. So why do you even care? And the answer is pretty obvious why he cares.
Just mad 'cause your ass is old. Yeah.
To be honest with you, this particular YouTuber, I'm surprised that he's not in the mecca of all of the people that are on that side of the political agenda. I mean, his buddy is there and he got the true experience, right?
And so Myron tried to go into a Turning Point USA event. And I want you to see how them good white people did with old Myron over there.
Get rejected. Yeah, so what's happening, David?
Turning Point did a smart thing. They're not allowing Muslims into their conference.
So he's not being allowed in. Security is he's calling nobody because no one's gonna help him get in. So I don't know who he thinks he's calling, but yeah, we got 1 security, 2, 3, and the event security. And he's calling, I think he's calling like Andrew Tate to help him get it or something. Nope, not gonna happen, bud. Yeah, he's like, I'm right here at the corner. Just come get me.
Just so you know, both of them were able to get into the Turning Point event, and even Walter has some tweets talking about how he's networking, how it's the greatest experience of his recent life, or whatever he said in that particular post. But I would imagine that this YouTuber that is worried about Passport Bro, shouldn't he be here? These are your people, right? Why aren't you here discussing what the next steps for your party is going to be in the future? Why are you worried about men exercising free will, more specifically black men?
Like
You shouldn't even care. But here you are speaking about a very small group of black men that are choosing to exercise options overseas instead of worrying about the agenda of your political bloc for the next decade or so. I don't get it. And the only way I can make sense of it is that there's some jealousy somewhere. Why? I don't know. I don't know your story. I don't know your family history. I don't know any of that. All I know is that with your financial standing and with your channel, I don't have any idea why you're worried about men, specifically black men, exercising their options. You should be at Turning Point USA talking about how the Republic is going to move forward and deal with China basically being China right now. So maybe you should worry about that stuff and let the black men that are going overseas and making the best of their lives do their own thing and just leave them alone. Don't you think that's fair? Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you next video. Take care, guys.